How I schedule a week's worth of content in about 30 minutes over on Instagram's Threads. A little bit different video. I'm usually outside walking around, sweating in the Vegas heat, but I wanted to share this tool. Not enough people know about this tool, so I want to share this tool. It's called Black Twist. Actually, the owner of the company hooked me up with a coupon code right down below. It's 50% off for the first 3 months. I've been using this tool daily since last August, and I'll show you like that. So I'm going to walk you through the process, but if you're using Instagram Threads, and you're not using this tool is going to save you a shit ton of time. So let me walk you through it. It's a really, really simple tool to use. Let me move this over. Just a couple of things here. This is right. You can write here. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. The calendar feature, this is probably my favorite feature. I love having this calendar. So I can go back and search threads that I posted 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. And a lot of times what I do is I will open up threads in two different windows, just like this, and what I do is I will do this. I will copy it, and then I paste it in the other window, and I schedule it on Threads. Like I do that all the time. So I'll go back 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 months. I'll go back to, look, here it is in October. Like these are all the posts from October. So I'll click here. Okay, that one looks good. I'll copy that one, good engagement. I'll go look over here. Okay, 123 likes. This one's really good. So I will copy this and then I will repost it. I do this all the time. So that is one of my favorite features is this calendar function here. They also have an analytics tool. I'll be honest, I don't really look at the analytics all that much. As you can see, I've posted 406 days in a row on Threads, 16,000 followers. I really don't look at the analytics, not to say that's good or bad or anything. But there's analytics here. The engager, I don't use this feature either, but you can comment to people and reply to people all within this app. I know people swear by this. I just don't use it. It might save me time. I should probably play around with it. And then there's a challenge here, the Threads 100 challenge, where you use the hashtag. I've never done this either. Two settings that I want to show you how to set up. So click settings, and one is the auto post. Just turn this on, and I'll explain it here in a couple of minutes, but mainly this follow-up feature right here. So this follow-up feature, what this is you can plug whatever you want, and you can set it up to auto post. It basically comments on your post. It's you commenting on a post of yours, and you can set it up to auto post after a few minutes, auto post after a number of likes, auto post after a number of reposts, auto post after a number of comments. As you can see, mine is set up for any post of mine that gets 35 likes or more. This post is automatically commented right here. And this is to build my email list. So not all of my posts are to build my email list. Not all of my posts get this on it, but the better performing ones do. This feature right here is worth the price of admission. Like this is such a cheat code to build your email list really, really quickly. So this follow-up feature, you want to set this up. And again, you can play around with it. You can adjust it. If you've got a smaller account, maybe 10 likes, maybe 5 likes. Maybe you want to do it a certain number of reposts or comments or even minutes after. But set it up. This right here, you just set it up one time and it just works for you. On and on and on. And then the next one is scheduling. So this is a somewhat newer feature, and you can add in time slots, whatever you want. You just click time slot, pick your time. Please note there is zero data or proof or analytics around these times. These are just off the top of my head. Don't look at them and go, oh, Adam must have. No. There's no data to back up. These are good times to post. These are bad times to post. I have no fucking clue. I don't pay attention to that. But you can set these times up. So I have, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 7 time slots each and every day. So set up this follow-up, set up this scheduling before you get any deeper into it. So that's the settings tab. So what I'm going to do is go over to the calendar tab and just kind of walk you through my process. I sit down like once a week, Friday, Saturday morning, sometimes Friday or Saturday morning is typically when I do this, sometimes Sunday night. And then what I do, you can click this, let me move this over. You can click this time slots button and it will show you your time slots. As you can see, I have a lot today. I posted a lot today, but you can scroll down and as you can see, so here's an example. So Saturday, July 12th, I have my first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 posts scheduled, but I don't have one for my 8:16 time slot. So what I do is I have a couple of Google documents. I'll walk you through them kind of one by one. This one is, it's titled Viral Threads. Now, these are all of my threads that I've written that have over 100 likes. And this is just something I continually add to and build on. It's a manual process. I don't automate any of this. But as you can see, I got like 28 pages. I have a lot of posts that have done well, again, over the last year. And so what I do is I will comment, or I will copy, go here, and I will, I just did that one, so let me go back. I've done a lot of these recently. Right here, perfect. I will copy this one. I'll go to Black Twist. I will click here because this is my next time slot. Add post. Paste. I'll click schedule. Then as you can see, this opens up. So this is, I can do the next time slot. I can pick a slot, but I already picked a slot. I don't need to do anything above this. This is going to post on Saturday, July 12th at 8:16 a.m. Here's the auto repost. This post is going to repost 12 hours later, or I can do 8 hours later. I can do 14 hours later. You do up to 24 hours. I typically do anywhere from like between 10 and 14 hours. Most common is just 12 hours. So it reposts. But if you go to my feed, you're not going to see the post twice. It's kind of weird how they do it. On Twitter, it doesn't work like this. But with Black Twist and Threads, you don't see the post twice, which is really cool. Because on Twitter, it can get messy. When you repost on Twitter, you see like, you see back-to-back post. So I always do this auto repost. This feature right here is worth it alone. And then the next one is the follow-up, and that is the newsletter plug. So you can turn that on or off if you don't want to have that, but I always keep it on, and I schedule for the day. So boom, that post right here at 8:16 is posting on Saturday, and then it's going to post 12 hours later at 8:16 p.m. and I'm done. So I will sit down, like I said, once a week, and I will just kind of scroll through these viral posts and just copy paste. Also, I have another document. So what I do is I take my daily email and I turn it into a short blog post. I also take my YouTube videos, plug it into AI, it transcribes it, and then I turn that into a blog post. And so that's what you see here. I got 27 pages of my blog posts that I promote. Some of these go way back to like last fall. So I can scroll through and go, okay, saw 9200 comic book. That's a little bit dated. 2 DMs. You know what? I like this one. I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to open up Black Twist, and I will post it. I'll post it Saturday afternoon. Usually the formatting isn't the best, or I like to space it out a bit. Whoops. There, that's it. Then I click schedule. So it's going to repost after 12 hours. So I do that with my blog post. I mix those in. I usually try to I try to only do one blog post a day. I try not to do too many because a lot of people don't want to be taken off the platform and all that, And then my next document that I have this is my newsletter promotion. I have probably 15 to 20 different ways I promote my email newsletter. And so what I do is I just copy it. I open up Black Twist. Now I've already done my newsletter promotion. I do this once a week. I do this once a day. I do a daily promotion, and I've already promoted this week. So I'm going to scroll down to like a couple weeks from now. So July 20th, click add post, paste. There we go. Click schedule in 10 days. Boom, done. And so I do that. So that's the newsletter promotion. And then my last Google document that I have, this is where I promote Threads Unleashed. And so as you can see, I have, 6 or 8 different ways I promote Threads Unleashed, and so I'll show you an example. I'll just take this top one. This is the most common one I use. I copy it. I open up Black Twist, and I've already done my promotion for Threads Unleashed, I think, for the next 2 weeks. So let's do it. So July 26th, paste, schedule. Like that's it. And then schedule. That's it. Like, some days I'll just sit here and if I have some thoughts or ideas, I'll open up Black Twist. Or a lot of times I have Black Twist opened on my computer and I just go, if I have a thought, I'll click add post and I'll share the thought. Recording a YouTube video right now. something like that. That's not the best post, obviously. And I click schedule, and then it's done. So this tool can save you so much time. What's really, really cool about this tool, one of the really cool is you can connect to other accounts, multiple accounts, or you can connect other accounts, I should say. So I have 3 threads pages right now, but you can connect an unlimited, and you're not limited with how many posts you can make. Some of the other tools you're limited at like 10 posts or 30 posts a month or something like that. You're not limited with this tool. So if you're using threads or even thinking about using threads and you're not using this tool, it's going to save you so much time. I had a call with a lady. She booked a one-on-one call with me this morning or yesterday, but we talked this afternoon, and she's got 90,000 followers on threads. And I asked her, I said, you're using Black Twist, right? And she said, no, what's Black Twist? I said, wait, are you manually doing all of this? She has 90,000 followers. And she's like, yeah, I do everything from my phone. And I was like, oh, no. I was like, no. I was like, this tool alone is going to save you so much time and sanity. So if you're on threads and you're not leveraging this tool, it is a fantastic tool. But that is pretty much my workflow on how I use this tool, how I repurpose a ton of my content, and how I have like different documents and in copying and pasting, whether it's blog post, whether it's email promotion, whether it's newsletter promotion, whether it's Threads Unleashed promotion, whether it's viral threads that I'm adding into the mix, And then, like I said, I just have the off the top of my head ideas as well. Maybe I'm out walking the neighborhood or, out and about. I do have threads on my phone. I don't always have it on my phone. I haven't had it on my phone for a long time, but the last couple of days I have had it, so I do those random off the top of my head, just kind of spur of the moment. I do those threads, and those are typically through the phone. Sometimes they're on the desktop app, so they're not like scheduled, but I'd say 85 to 90% of my threads are scheduled all through Black Twist. And one of the reasons why is, like I said, I have that library of content that I can go on the calendar back in October or September or June or July of last year and pull pieces and reshare it really, really easily. So that is a big reason why I like using Black Twist to schedule it, is because I have this library of content that I can pull at any time. So anyways, I did include a coupon down below. You save 50% for the first 3 days. The first 3 months. Right down below. If you have comments, questions, concerns on how to earn a living selling PDFs, drop those down below. I'll do my absolute best to answer them. I will be back tomorrow with a video outside because that's kind of my shtick. I just wanted to record this, kind of walk through this tool. If you like these style videos, typically they're outside. Click that subscribe down below. Also, this video right here, right there, I'm averaging about $540 a day selling simple little PDFs on the internet. I walk you through the whole process. I think that video's got close to 100 comments. People got a lot of value from it. And I actually have people in the comments section saying, I created and launched my PDF because of this video. So you can do it next. Check out that video when you get a second. Thank you.